These guys' offensive efficiency really jumps out. Are they up there with like a UCLA in terms of how efficient they are scoring the ball?
Absolutely. And they're playing better now than what they were playing earlier. So, no, they've got a lot of guys who can shoot the three. They've got a lot of guys who can put the ball on the floor. They will be a lot to handle defensively. Louisville, maybe one of the best defensive teams in the country, had a hard time with them. So we know we're going to have to be at our best defensively to try to slow them down just a little bit.
Do you feel good then about coming off that second half defensive performance that your guys kind of got the message a little bit?
Our activity was better. We didn't handle all our pick and rolls very well. We gave up some easy ones there, but the biggest part of it, we just didn't turn it over for layups. The first half, we gave up 16 points on turnovers. You just can't do that. They only scored 18 points, Rhode Island, in the first 12 minutes of the half, and they scored 28 in the last 8 minutes after the technical. So we didn't do a very good job.
Everyone wants to associate this plane running off the runway as what clicked for this team to get them going. But what have you seen on film why are they playing well now as opposed to earlier in the season?
They were playing really well before that. They closed out and did a nice job. Beating Wisconsin, killed Nebraska. They had some good ball games before that, but sometimes something like that really gets everybody unified, and they really believe it's helped them. So it would have been a scary incident, and one we definitely don't need. But fortunately, everybody was okay, and they've really bounced back from it.
How far back have you gone scouting them?
Mostly just their last 6-7 games, just because we feel like they're playing differently than they were earlier.
But you saw enough stuff early to even have a handle on how they were playing early. So is that just
watching
some highlights?
I saw them. For example, they played UCLA.
Okay.
And so when we were getting ready for UCLA, we watched them there, and they run some similar stuff. I've been a big fan of Coach Beilein's stuff. We played each other way back in the NCAA tournament in Cleveland, 2005. So, I've watched his stuff, and we recruit some of the same players and that. So, similar styles offensively, but they're running their stuff really well now, and Walton's playing so good at the point, and their bigs have really made big progress. So, very skilled, very offensive-oriented basketball team.
How dangerous can they be? They remind me of the UConn team from, I think, 2011 or 12 that got on such a streak in their conference tournament, and they just rickrolled through the tournament.
Every year's different, but that UConn team did get on a big roll and played awfully well. This team's playing awfully well. They do have a guard that's playing, really well, and everybody's feeding off him. So there are some similarities, but hopefully they won't go as far as that UConn team did. We can slow them down here a little bit, but it's going to be a tough game. I mean, it's a tough matchup for us. We haven't been as good in the paint. People know that. We've been exposed there a little bit without Chris. Our number of block shots, our change shots are way down. So people are going to attack us more, and we better get ready for it.
And you mentioned last week that affects your perimeter defense too. And do you try to do much different in these next couple of days, put in different things, or do you just have to rely on just being better?
That's going to be our biggest problem. Is we need to push out on their 3-point shooters. They take more threes than we do, and a little higher clip than we do. And we've been able to guard the 3-point. Our numbers on the 3-point defensively are very good, but a lot of that's because our perimeter guys can just run them off the line, and we had somebody at the rim, and we haven't been getting those blocks. Jordan's been out there a long time. He gets a little winded. He doesn't challenge as many as he usually does. And then, Chris, that was what he really enjoyed doing. So besides taking threes, so we miss him terribly.
With Hassan Martin only playing 14 minutes in that game, do you feel like you guys still haven't been truly tested by a team with a big front court yet, and you'll see that in Michigan?
Well, his replacement did a heck of a job. So, it's just like Cabell. Cabell stepping in and doing a good job. You're a team. You got other players. we've been tested, and we've been tested throughout the season, so we'll see how we handle this test.
It seems so simple that it's just win 2 more games. But at this point in the tournament, how difficult is it to just win 1, even 2 games?
If it was so simple, we have a lot of people in the Final Four, and there have been a lot of good teams, a lot of good coaches that have never had that opportunity. So I feel like we got a good team. We'll go swing away and see what happens. Kansas City's a tough location with the 4 teams that are there, so we obviously have the furthest to go to travel, and that's what happens when you don't win your conference tournament. We'd rather be going to San Jose and playing there, but we're off to Kansas City, and our guys are excited. We'll play hard. We'll get after it. I don't think there'll be any lack of confidence or our guys are ready. We had a good practice this morning. Our guys are ready to go. Now it's just a matter of making good plays and making timely plays, sharing the basketball a little bit, and hopefully playing well enough to win. But we've got real tough teams. I mean, all 4 of the teams. I've watched Purdue. Some in the conference tournament. I've watched Kansas, and now getting familiar with Michigan quite a bit here the last couple of days. We've got 4 really good teams, and it'd be a fun 4-team tournament.
Did being that close to death in the tournament or having to hang up the jersey for the season help re-motivate the team or re-energize the guys at all?
I don't know. We were in the same boat last year with St. Joe. We were down 7 with 5 minutes to go. So I don't know if it helped us with Duke or not. It didn't help us with Oklahoma. I know that. So I don't know. Every team's different, and like I said, all I can tell is our guys had a good practice tomorrow. Today. They were attentive in film yesterday when we went over our mistakes and started looking at Michigan. So I think they'll play hard. Our guys want to win. They're competitors. That's the only reason we won at Rhode Island. They didn't play. We didn't play well. Turnovers, 10 turnovers for 16 points in the first half. Good teams don't do that. We were sloppy and soft, but they were competitive the second half, and they found a way to win, and that's what good teams do. That's what competitors do. And like I said, I like her competitiveness. And we got winners. Casey won 3 state championships. Peyton's won them. Tyler's always won. Dylan's always won. Jordan Bell, Long Beach Poly, they always won. That's why you recruit winners. Guys that want to compete.
We heard a little bit about the energized halftime speech you gave the guys. Was that as much as you've had to ride them at halftime this season, or pretty typical?
It was. I just wanted to let them know that I was upset. It was nothing personal. It was just, fellas, this is not what we do. And just really disappointed in everything. Disappointed in technical, disappointed in the turnovers. They had scored, 11 of the last 12 possessions. There were a lot of things that I wasn't very happy about. And so, I just wanted to let them know that. And whether you talk to them, whether you yell at them, it doesn't matter. You just hope that, they're listening. And, they, fortunately for me, that we got good competitors. They knew that they didn't play well, and we were able to change just enough to get it done.
Did you get a chance to watch the Oregon women play yesterday?
I saw the last or part of the second half. We had practice, and when I got out, I know it's hard to believe, but I worked out. And looking at me, I know it's hard to believe that, but I was working out, and I did get to see. So they pushed it up to 15, or we were up, and I thought, well, we're in pretty good shape here, and then I heard they closed it down a little bit. But I did watch us take that 15-point lead and felt pretty good about it. And I had a conference call I had to get on, so I didn't see the last part of it.
Do you find yourself cheering a little bit for
Oh,
me?
absolutely. Those girls are great. They're so personable. They all speak when they see me in the hall, and so you get a little attachment. And I love how hard they play and their competitiveness. I did get to see their one conference tournament game against Washington. I thought they just played their tails off on that one. That was unbelievable. Competitive, purposeful. That's we don't get to see them much, and so I did see that game, and I thought they were really good that night.
UCLA tagged Michigan pretty good, but you say that's too far back in the season.
Yeah, they were a different team then. Those two big guys inside are young guys. They're playing so much better now. Walton's playing so much better. All of us, if we haven't improved since December, we're all in trouble. That's what I keep telling our guys. Our guys are tired of November 1st, or excuse me, October 1st. October, November, December, January, February. We're in our 6th month. We're getting close to finishing our 6th month together. You think our guys are tired of seeing me, and so if you're not better now than you were in December, what the heck you been doing? The only thing that can slow you down is maybe an injury or two. But if you're not better now, then you haven't been working on it. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Dane.